Most people enter the nurse anesthetist profession hearing one specific number, $256,000. That is the widely circulated average annual salary that makes the rounds on forums and nursing school brochures. It's a fantastic number. It's life-changing money. But relying on that average is a mistake. Our internal data analysis, cross-reference with active 2024 and 2025 job listings, reveals a massive discrepancy in the market. While the W-2 employee average sits comfortably in the mid-200s, there is a secondary market of earners, the top 1%, who are clearing between $350,000 and $575,000 annually. Today, we are not just looking at the averages, we are deconstructing exactly how independent contractors are shattering the salary ceiling and why the gap between a standard nurse anesthetist and a strategic nurse anesthetist is now over $319,000 a year. Deconstructing the average trap. Let's start with the baseline. If you look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they will tell you the median pay is around $200,000 to $12,650. However, our real-time market scraping paints a different picture. The functional average for a staff nurse anesthetist in 2025 has adjusted closer to $256,000. But averages lie. An average blends a new grad in a saturated market like Denver, making $190,000 with the veteran chief nurse anesthetist in a rural center making $320,000. If you accept a W-2 position at a large academic medical center, you are essentially agreeing to be part of this statistic. You get stability, you get benefits, but you also get a cap. The data shows that W-2 salary growth typically slows down after year 5, with annual raises often failing to keep pace with the inflation of your actual billing revenue. To break this, you have to stop thinking like an employee and start calculating like a business. The hourly math, $110 versus $250. The most critical data point we found isn't an annual salary, it's an hourly rate. Standard W-2 employment generally breaks down to roughly $105 to $115 per hour once you factor in unpaid overtime and committee obligations. Contrast that with the locum tenens market data we analyzed. We are currently seeing independent contractor rates ranging from $200 to $250 per hour. Let's do the math on a standard 12-hour shift. At the staff rate of $110, you earn $1,320 gross. At the locum rate of $250, that same 12-hour shift pays $3,000. That is a $1,680 difference for the exact same clinical work. Over a standard 48-week working year, that hourly gap alone accounts for an $80,000 to $100,000 variance in gross revenue before we even talk about overtime or call stipends. The geography of money. High pay is rarely convenient. Our data identified 2 specific arbitrage markets where the $575,000 potential becomes reality: Fresno, California, and San Angelo, Texas. In Fresno, we found listings topping the $350,000 to $400,000 mark for 1,099 providers. Why? Because it's a high volume, high acuity area that struggles to retain permanent staff compared to coastal cities like San Diego. Then look at San Angelo, Texas. Here we saw packages reaching up to $400,000 base with massive sign-on bonuses. The data principle here is geographic arbitrage. You are selling your services to the highest bidder in a low supply zone. While a nurse anesthetist in a popular city like Nashville might fight for $200,000, the nurse anesthetist willing to work in the oil fields of Texas or the Central Valley of California commands a premium of nearly 100%. The hidden rural multipliers. It's not just about specific cities, it's about density. Recent data indicates that North Dakota and rural pockets of the Midwest are currently among the highest paying regions, effectively competing with the California giants. This is the rural multiplier. Facilities in these areas often cannot rely on a steady stream of residents or a local university pipeline. To keep their ORs running, they pay a premium. We are seeing rural all-in compensation packages, which include student loan repayment, housing stipends, and retention bonuses, pushing the total first-year value over $410,000. If you are looking to pay off student loans in under 3 years, the data suggests ignoring the top 10 cities list and looking for the bottom 10 population density maps instead. If you're finding this data breakdown helpful, take a second to subscribe to the channel. We are building the most transparent resource for nurse anesthetist career strategy, and subscribing ensures you don't miss our deep dives into the numbers that schools won't show you. The W-2 versus 1099 20% rule. Is the extra money worth it? We often hear about the safety of W-2 benefits, but let's look at the 20% rule. Financial analysis suggests that for a 1099 position to be superior to a W-2 position, the gross pay needs to be at least 20% higher to cover the cost of your own health insurance, malpractice insurance, and lack of PTO. Let's apply this to our data. If the W-2 job pays $256,000, a 1099 job needs to pay $307,000 to break even. But remember, the listings we found are paying $350,000 to $575,000. That is well above the 20% threshold. Even after you pay $20,000 for gold-plated health insurance and $5,000 for malpractice, the 1099 earner in this scenario is still netting significantly more cash than their W-2 counterpart. The benefits of W-2 employment are mathematically expensive when you realize you are paying for them with a $150,000 salary cut. The tax shield, buying power. Here's the secret weapon of the $575,000 earner, the tax code. W. Two employees pay tax on their gross income. 1,099 contractors pay tax on their net income. By forming an LLC or S-Corp, which is standard practice for these high earners, you open the door to the QBI, qualified business income, deduction, which can potentially deduct 20% of your business income from your taxes tax-free. You can expense your vehicle, your home office, your continuing education travel, and even portions of your cell phone and internet. While the W-2 nurse anesthetist is paying a flat 32 to 35% effective tax rate on their top dollars, the strategic 1,099 nurse anesthetist is using pre-tax dollars to fund their life, effectively lowering their tax burden while increasing their take-home pay. The $121,000 NP gap. We frequently get asked if the rigorous schooling for nurse anesthetists is worth it compared to becoming a nurse practitioner. The data provides a definitive yes. Current market averages place the nurse practitioner salary around $135,000. Compare that to the nurse anesthetist baseline of $256,000. That is a $121,000 annual gap. Over a 20-year career, assuming standard 3% raises for both, that difference compounds to over $3.2 million in lifetime earnings. Even if you never pursue the $575,000 locum jobs, the baseline ROI of the nurse anesthetist credential creates a level of financial security that is statistically unmatched in the advanced practice nursing world. The buying power index. Making $400,000 in San Angelo, Texas is not the same as making $400,000 in New York City. We need to talk about the cost of living index. Housing in San Angelo is approximately 34% lower than in Fresno. Furthermore, Texas has zero state income tax, while California has one of the highest in the nation. When we run the numbers on real buying power, a $400,000 income in Texas provides a lifestyle equivalent to earning nearly $700,000 in coastal California. When choosing your job, do not just look at the salary number, look at the keep rate. What percentage of that dollar stays in your pocket after housing and taxes? Conclusion, is the hustle worth it? So, is the path to $575,000 right for you? The data tells us that the opportunity is real, but it requires a shift in mindset. You have to be willing to travel, willing to manage your own taxes, and willing to work in areas where the need is highest. If you are comfortable with the $256,000 average, the W-2 path is excellent and secure. But if you want to maximize the leverage of your degree, the numbers prove that the independent contractor route is the only way to find the true ceiling of this profession. The jobs are there, the rates are confirmed, the only variable left in the equation is you.